Hi students, welcome to Physics Truth Loka channel. Today we shall discuss the second case of image formed by the refraction through plane surfaces, normal view. In that case too, let us suppose now the object is kept in optically rarer medium and observer is in optically denser medium. Let us see here, this is the object. Let us suppose this is some bird which is flying in air or something like that. The object is denoted by O, and this is the object. All the distances, as I already told, that they should be measured from the plane surface separating the two media, optically rarer medium air here, and optically denser medium is water we have taken here. And let us suppose this object is at a real height or real depth RH. We can say here for real height also we can consider here real depth or real height, we can say RH, and this is the actual position of the object, real position of the object from the surface separating the two media. Now an eye is there observing, suppose a fish is there in the water and that fish is observing this object in normal view. So that means here already I told the line joining this eye to the object is a straight line, or it should be nearly straight line for the normal view. So whenever this eye is seeing the object which is in air, how the object appears to be, whether it appears to be nearer than its original position or farther away from its original position, let us analyze. In order to analyze, we need at least two refracting rays to observe the image formed by this object when undergoes refraction. So one of the light ray from the object we are taking, that it is undergoing normal instance on the plane surface separating the two media. As we know, for normal instance there won't be any refraction, the ray undergoes undeviated. The path of the incident light ray won't deviate, it goes straight to the eye like this. And one more light ray let us consider. So another light ray, if I consider, so one more light ray, this is another light ray from the object which is incident on the plane surface separating the two media, and this is the point of instance. From the point of instance we can draw a normal perpendicular to the surface separating the two media. The angle between this incident light ray and the normal is angle of incidence, and here the light ray is now going from optically rarer medium to optically denser medium. We already learned that when a light ray is going from optically rarer to optically denser medium, it bends towards the normal. So the light ray actually it has to go like this, but due to refraction there is a change in the path of the light ray, and the light ray bends towards the normal like this. This is the final refracted light ray, and this is the angle of refraction R, the angle between normal ray and the refracted. So this refracted light ray, the point of intersection of these refracted light rays is called the image. So when this refracted light ray is extended back, like this, it appears that this light ray, the first light ray which is incident normally on the surface, that also if it is extended back, then these two light rays appear that they are meeting at this point. So point of intersection of these two refracted light rays when extended back is called the image point of the object. And now this eye, the object appears to be somewhat at farther distance from the plane surface. Actually the real height of the object is RH, but now it is appearing at somewhat farther away from the real distance. So this final apparent position of the object or the final image obtained as seen by the eye, the distance, all the distances we have to measure from the plane separating the medium. So this height is called apparent height. This is the apparent position of the object, or the final image as seen by the eye in the water for this object is at that position. So this is apparent height. So now let us find some mathematical expression for this apparent height by using our mathematical analysis and concept. So here if you see, as usual, suppose this point is A and this point is B. The distance between these two AB is H, and this is real height, this is apparent height O, and the image point we can consider it as I. Now let us apply Snell's law at the point B. By applying Snell's law at point B, again by applying Snell's law at point B, we can write here. Now the object, see, mu r, refractive index of rarer medium is mu r, refractive index of denser medium is mu d. Mu r into sin A equals to, we can write as usual in the previous class, mu r into sin A is equal to mu d into sin r. And as angles of incidence, this is near normal incidence or normal view. Angles of incidence and angles of refraction are very, very small, so that we can write sin I is approximately equal to tan I, and sin r is approximately equal to tan r. And again we can write tan I here. See, tan I we can write it as so this angle is r, means this refracted light ray with the normal, it is with the vertical, it is doing an angle, it is making an angle r. So from triangle AIB we can find tan r, and from triangle AOB we can find tan I. Here also this angle is I, alternate opposite angles. So from triangle AOB, tan I we can write the opposite side, x by AO is real height. So similarly tan I x by real height we can write approximately, it is equals to mu d into tan r. From triangle AIB, tan r equals to opposite side, x by apparent height. So we can write x by apparent height. So x gets cancelled. Mu r by real height is equal to mu d by apparent height we got. So mu r by real height equals to mu d by apparent height we got. And this apparent height for expression we can write apparent height equals to mu d is right side, and mu r by real height we will get mu r comes to denominator and real height comes to numerator. So apparent height we got it as mu d by mu r into real height. So apparent height we can write like this, mu d by mu r we can write as mu d r into real height. So we got an expression for apparent height as mu d r times of real height. Apparent height is more than the real height. How many times more than the real height means? So the position of the object appears to be mu d r times greater than the real height. So this is the expression. And for air, suppose if I take for air and water, we can write this expression apparent height as mu d equals to mu and mu r is equal to 1. If I write, then we will get mu times of real height. Apparent height is equal to mu times of real height. See, in both the cases, in case 1 we observed that apparent depth is less than the real depth by mu d r times. Now in case 2 we observe that apparent height is more than the real height by mu d r times. So in our nature we observe anything is every phenomena is following certain basic law. Even though real apparent depth decreased also, it is decreased by mu d r times. Here apparent height increased also, it is increased by mu d r times. That means in our nature, for every phenomena there undergoes some certain basic laws of nature which is studying about physics only. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.